Thank you. Hi. Okay. I know. Oh, there we go. It wouldn't focus on the stuff that was on the desk. I'm going to probably just be playing with the same Sunny Days and Flourish collections that we played with the last stream, because I honestly just couldn't really think of what else I felt like doing. So let's see. This has all been in a pile on my desk since the last stream. So I'm just gonna do some quick sorting. Hi Drea, happy Easter. Ooh. And try to decide if I want to do like a scrapbook layout or if I'd rather do like little things in my April Lister's Got a List notebook thing. This little guy. Which is kind of what I'm leaning toward, just because I shared a photo of it this morning and it kind of made me feel excited to work in it again, but we will see. Yeah, let's do some stuff in here. I never finished this one. It's like halfway done, but not all the way. And I'll go back to that and finish it later. I don't really want to right this moment. Ooh, but you know what? I do have all these photos over here that I wanted to do a scrapbook layout. If we have time, then we'll play in this afterward. Which book? My Lister's Got a List book? Oh, where you may have not been here for the stream where we did this. This was a fun one. And then this is where I ended. I didn't finish it, but I'll go back to it. And then I'd pick up on day 6. So let's make a layout with these photos really quick. And then, and I say really quick as though I'm a quick scrapper, which I'm not. And then we will move into Lister's Got a List. I've noticed that weekend streams really throw me off. I don't feel like I'm as like prepared for them as I am. Hi Mandy. Happy Easter. I don't feel as prepared for them as I feel with the weekday streams. And I don't know what it is, but like, and I'm one of those people that if I'm not prepared for something, I get like frustrated with it. So the weekend streams, I feel like super unprepared and flustered and all over the place. So I need to figure that out. I thought it was because like the last 2 were fairly early for my weekend self, like 10 and 10:30. And that's still around the time when I'm like vegging on the couch. So I thought that that was what it was, which I'm sure it contributed to it. But I think it's just like weekend streams all around really throw me off. I think my brain is a little too out of work mode at that point. We will do it. Let's see here. Make it happen. And this time, my goal is to actually use more of the Sunny Days collection than I did in the last stream where we played with mostly Flourish, and that was like accidental. Hi, Allie. Hello. I'm trimming this down to 8.5 by 11. This is just Basil Avalanche cardstock. This is Avalanche, right? Yeah, Avalanche. Desk has stuff all over it. Yikes. All right. I'm getting there. I feel like I'm getting in the groove. Also, my hand itches really bad, just like right in this little spot. So if you see me itching it, I don't know why it's so itchy, but it is. So what are you guys doing today while you're watching or listening to the stream? Are you crafting, or do you have other things going on? There we go. And I'm finally going to get to use that you and me thing that I wanted to use so badly last time. We're using it this time. All right. You know how it goes. Takes me a few minutes to get into my groove. Pull out this little guy. It has some labels in it. And then I guess we should start with color palette. Sorting and purging ephemera. I saw your photo about that on Insta. You're like the best sorter and purger that I know, so feel free to come over and do mine as well. I've actually been doing really good. You'd be proud of me recently. I've been pretty brutal with things, just getting rid of it if I don't think I will use it or if I'm not in love with it. So I've been pretty proud of myself about that. What else do you guys have going on? Making clues for Easter scavenger hunt. That sounds really fun. I'm actually a huge fan of scavenger hunts. I think they're one of the most fun activities ever as like any age. Ooh, Mandy, you're gonna craft. Let's see. You had Easter brunch, and now you're home and ready to get your craft on. That is good. I like that. A purger for hire. I will be your first customer, and I will write you a testimonial for future potential clients. I don't know what paper I want to use. Let's look at the little pad. This one's kind of pretty. I don't have any green on in any of those, but I mean, that's never stopped me. I've always said that I'm not much of a photo matcher. I don't tend to, like my instinct isn't to match my supplies to the colors in the photos. The past maybe like 2 layouts or so that I've done, I've really been drawn to do that. But my general style is not. Trying to see which paper would go nicely with that, or if I want to swap that out. Could go with this one. This one's a bit much for me. There's like 100% off friend discount. I'll take it. That's within my budget. That one's a bit much. It's like super gold. See, you can see that in the lighting. Yikes. I don't know if I could do that. I'm gonna save this one for another project. And I kind of liked what we did with with the last stream's layout. What if we did like a more collage-y feel? Kind of like that, where it's like running off the page, or off this page. That's fun. I'm feeling it. Okay. What other paper can go with it? Let's look in the little Flourish 6x8 paper pad. I feel like I'm drawn to this one because it matches my shirt, but like putting that aside, I feel like it goes really well with this green color. So I'm gonna pull that one out. Ooh, and you know, we could probably pull in, let's see here. A nice wood grain. You know what else it probably is? My whole like weekend stream situation is that during the week I work a day job, so like I have to talk to people and interact with people throughout the day. On the weekend, Cody and I pretty much just interact with each other, and even that sometimes we spend hours just doing our own thing. So maybe it's just like I'm a little rusty on the weekends with the social interaction situation. That's probably what it is. This one could be good in small. I'm not crazy about this background. It's a little bit much for me on this like brown papery part. But I think as like a little peeking out, it would be nice. I'll pull it out. It could be a layer. Okay, let's get started with those. Hi, Crystal. Happy to see you here. It didn't tell you? The only thing I would suggest is going into, if you're using the app, going into your settings and double checking that you have notifications on. So I would check both the Twitch settings and then also your phone settings. You know, if you're, I guess I don't know if you're using an iPhone or not, but on an iPhone, you can select which apps are allowed to give you notifications. I would just double check that is all set up properly. Okay, I think I'm gonna get put this one off-centered again. Align to the right. And then, you know what I'm kind of wondering? Oh, good. Okay, you have an iPhone, so yeah, that is probably what it is. It could also be a technical user problem error thing on my end. That would not surprise me. I was kind of thinking, what if I did like a something? That could be fun. Okay. We're just gonna try some new things here. The other day I was talking about how I didn't want to use all of this wood veneer as like a background because I wanted to use the tickets. Well, too bad for me, I guess. Or I guess that just gives me an excuse to go to Joann and buy another piece of this, right? Oh. I did this in the most difficult way possible. My tape runner. Is that what they're called? Yeah, tape runner. Just ran out of tape. Replace that really quick. See if I have. couch that's close. Nope. Grab some from the drawer, just one sec. Okay. That should be good. I feel like I put enough. We're gonna adhere things to this anyway, so it'll get stronger as we go. Hello, hi. Thank you for joining us. I'm glad you were able to make it. I'm just trimming this down to the 8.5 by 11 size of my paper. Very slowly because it keeps getting snagged on absolutely nothing. That's kind of neat. I kind of like it. I'm gonna adhere that to where we had discussed earlier. I'm still out of my double-sided sticky tape, if you were wondering. I'm sure that was like the first thing on your mind, right? I wonder if she is still out of double-sided sticky tape. Well, I will answer it for you. Yes, I am. And no, I have not ordered more yet. This is like last year's saga with, I think it was paper or ink for either my printer or my photo printer. And I had people messaging me on Instagram because I had mentioned it so many times, like, I really want to do this, but I haven't ordered printer ink. And I'd have people messaging me on Instagram, like, don't forget to buy printer ink today. It was great. I'm gonna do, instead of doing my first layer as a solid color like I normally do, I'm gonna actually do my first layering layer, my base layer with this, and I'm gonna keep it really thin. Ah, that one's really like sticky in a funky, like, weird way. Morning, Carrie. Yeah, it's kind of morning, mostly not morning, but it feels morning still. Or at least it does here. It's overcast, so my mind always thinks morning when it goes to overcast. You're in like Portland area, right? So it's probably mostly overcast for you on like all days. Wait, or is it San Francisco area? I don't remember. I feel like you're near a city. Okay, it is San Francisco area. We're so close to each other, Carrie. I'm in the Monterey area most of the time. Currently, I am not, but that is where I call home. Oh, good. I'm glad to hear that it is kind of pretty. See where we can fit this one. I think I'm going to put it over here. Get a little variation in the pattern. And while I am doing this, I'm going to tell you guys about something that I'm super excited about. I haven't fully worked it all out yet, so like official and more in-depth details will be coming tomorrow. I'll be doing an Instagram story thing on it. But we now have subscriptions available on my channel here on Twitch. So if you would like to become a subscriber, that's now an option. There's 3 different tiers. And the exciting thing is that if you are an Amazon Prime member, you automatically get a free subscription to someone on Twitch. So I will have Cody insert a link here to show you guys how you can do that. But basically, as a subscriber, not only will you support me and the stream, which will help me to like continue to purchase product to use, and there it is. Thank you, Cody. Do fun things like that, and then also pay for like the logistic stuff like lighting and all of that. But you'll also get, let's see, what are there? There's like little special emotes that only people that are subscribed can use. And I specifically set those. So they're special ones that I chose just for subscribers. And each tier has different ones. So for the first tier, you get one special emoji, emote, whatever they call them. Second tier, you'll get the emote from your level and the one below. And the third one, you'll get all 3. And then along with that, my favorite part, honestly, is that you get a little badge next to your name. So for each month that you're subscribed consecutively, you get a new badge. So like you get a 1-month badge, a 3-month badge, and then I think it's 3 months. 3-month. Fiona, can you please stop yelling at me? That's my cat. 3-month increments after that. So like I said, it sounds confusing when I just blurt it out like that, but I will have more information on Monday, tomorrow, along with like a little PDF that'll show you guys all the details of it. I'm trying to also create a subscriber library of free downloads. We will see if I can make that happen. But yeah, it's exciting. It's a new change, and it's going to help me to be able to do the stream long term, which is exciting because I am really enjoying hanging out with you guys. This is a Citrus Twist die cut pack. I thought maybe it would say the kit name on it, but it doesn't. So I don't know what month or kit it was from. But I'm just going through here to see if there's anything that would match this. Yeah, I think it's pretty exciting too. I was telling Cody that it's exciting to me to be able to bring things like that to the crafting community because we have one of the most supportive communities I think I've ever come across. It's nice to know that things like that to not only help me in my like stream growth is really well received by people here in the community, and they aren't like all bitter about about that. If you don't want to subscribe, no worries at all. The stream is still free. Like, you don't have to pay to watch the stream ever. That's not something I will ever do to you guys. But it is an option if you are interested. Okay. Sorry, I had you muted for a sec because I was talking to Cody. He's going to make me an iced tea because he is the best human ever to ever be alive ever. And hold on, I'm muting because it's going to be really loud. One sec. Oh my goodness. I was just talking to you guys for a good like 4 minutes. On mute. And here everybody is having my back and I'm just like chatting away. Everybody's telling me that I'm muted. Oh man, you guys. Sometimes I wonder where my brain went. Let's start that little spiel over. Subscriptions. Yes, I can share more about them. It's a 3-tier subscription. There's tier 1, 2, and 3. You'll get badges and special emotes based on your subscription level. And I'm working on creating a free download library for everyone that's subscribed as well. Basically, your subscription will help me continue to run a high quality and fresh stream for you guys. As well as like if somebody ever wants to request like, oh, I'd love to see you using this collection and it's not one that I already have, it'll help me go out and buy pieces from that collection to then show you guys different ways that you can use them and things like that. Basically, it's just a way to support the stream so that I can continue giving you guys high quality stream content, while also giving you guys a few perks along the way. Sorry, I'm just like talking really slow because I'm staring at this and I cut it with my trimmer, but it looks so, this line up here looks so crooked to me. But as we can tell, I'm very off today because of how long I was talking to you guys on mute, so it's probably just my eyes. And I'm glad to know I'm not the only one that talks on mute. Anyway, so Cody did put a link in, there it is, in the chat over here. Oh, which I just realized is extremely small. I will have Stream Manager Cody to the rescue to fix that, so during the replay it's not super tiny on you guys. But Cody did put a link, because if you are a, thank you, if you are an Amazon Prime subscriber, you automatically get a free subscription to someone on Twitch. So he went ahead and put a link here in the chat for you to click on if you'd like to know how to set that up if you are a Prime subscriber. I think that was those were the only things I said when I was on mute, I think. I'm sure I'll come up with something else. I'm glad I'm not the only one that can't cut a straight line. It's like one of my main complaints is that not only can I not cut a straight line, I can't stick things down on a paper straight. I like it. I was thinking about putting this one like that because I don't want to, I don't know, I don't mind that they're not even. I don't feel like I'm making any sense today at all. I feel like I'm talking in half sentences, and so you guys are just getting like the second half of my thought, or the first half. Just give me a few minutes. Eventually I'll get into the groove of it. Yeah, and like I said, I'll share more information and like a little PDF thing that I've been working on with all of the details on like subscriptions and how to set it up and what you get and what the details are. And I'll share more about that on Instagram tomorrow. Those darn teenagers. Although I like your teenager, so I can't be too mad at him. I know a lot of people that use that, the layering guide, right, from We Are Memory Keepers. I know a lot of people that use that. I'm not a tools person. I mean, I love paper crafting tools, but I'm not a fan of buying tools that only have one purpose. Mainly just because I have such a small amount of space to store things. Otherwise, I probably would have taken advantage of that tool as well. I also like the idea of their thicker. Oh yeah, of course. Cody, can you put that link in chat one more time? Thank you. The thing that, it's like a ruler and it's in different, they have different shapes and you put your thickers on them so you can line them up. I just put intentional wonkiness to my letters so that I don't ever have to worry about them being straight. You can't tell, I'm a little like, I don't know where I'm going from here. I haven't crafted since our last stream on like, what was it, Thursday? So I'm a little rusty already. Oh, I didn't know they had a mini version. That's cool. Ooh, you're scrapping today, Crystal. That's exciting. I love hearing that people are crafting along with me. It feels like a crafty party. I'm working on first an 8.5 by 11 layout using Flourish and Sunny Days, and then I'm hoping I'll be able to craft at a fast enough pace that I'll be able to work in my April Listers Got a List book a little bit as well. We will see. Ooh, cards. That's a good one. Later today, I'm going to share a few of the Damask Love goodies that are available at Joann. And I think maybe tomorrow or something, I don't know, whenever I sit down to craft next, I'm going to create a few birthday cards with it. So that'll be fun. I'm not a huge card maker. This is going to sound terrible, but I'm going to tell you guys anyway because I feel like at least someone will be able to relate. I'm not a huge card maker because I have a hard time putting in so much time and effort into a card and then it just kind of being like tossed. I know that probably sounds like really selfish and weird, especially since gift giving is my love language, but I just know how much time and effort goes into paper crafting and making cards and like loving them. And I know the people that I would give cards to, and they're not as like sentimentally attached to handmade things as I am. So they'd be like, oh my gosh, thank you, it's so pretty. And then it would get like thrown to the side or thrown away. I don't know. Am I the only one that feels that way? Please tell me I'm not. Okay, good. I'm glad I'm not the only one. Not gonna use those for this one. Maybe I'll throw in some of these. I have a few of these leftover scraps from this paper, which is my favorite paper from the entire collection. That'd be a fun pop of color on here. And I really am liking green and orange together recently. Green, orange, and pink. I'm not usually a fan of this color green. It's like a, what is this, Kelly green? But I've been playing with it a bit more recently and I'm liking it. Let me see if I can find another piece of this. There you go, only making cards for people that you know will appreciate them. That's a good like middle ground between not making any and then making like all the cards. Ooh, look, I just found these 3 that I had already torn out of that paper pad. I should probably just try it. Like, yeah, making and using paper scraps. I have more paper scraps than I know what to do with, so I should probably like start making cards out of them. Maybe I'll give it a try. I'm just trying to find more orange that I can pull in because I don't think I have any more of this paper. I think I used it all, so we might be out of luck on that one. Yep, okay, that's fine. I know I have more of this pattern, so no, I don't think I like that. Do one of these too. Oh, the yellow looks nice. And I like these little dashed line things. Okay, maybe we'll use both of those and we'll ditch the idea of the orange and the pink. going to first do a layer of this one, which is, they're like little dashes. They're mostly, is that black or navy blue? I think they're mostly navy blue, and there's like a pop of green and a pop of pink in there as well, so it'll pull from the background and from this layered coral paper. Thank you. Yeah, this is a fun one. I hope you have a good Easter lunch. Oh, that is not. Okay, that's fine. This is how my crafting goes in real life, in case you're wondering. It's not like the pressure of the stream or anything where I'll think that I'm perfectly lined up on something and it'll turn out that I pretty much chopped all of it off on one side or something silly like that. That is how it goes in real life, like, constantly. It's a little crooked, but not too bad. I think I'll leave it like that. It's still way off-centered, but it's fine. You won't even be able to tell in like the grand scheme of the layout. With this one, I'm just going to turn it the other way so that the little dashes are going horizontal instead of vertical. I think we were talking last stream about when collections have like creatures with shirts and dresses and stuff on, or like strange things that are not, that I don't use on my layouts because they're not literal to like what I'm scrapbooking about. And one of the cards that I'm planning on making is for my nephew's birthday, which is at the end of this month. And I'm going to use it as an opportunity to use up all of those creepy little animal people because I know he will love it. So if you have a bunch of those creepy little animal people and you need an idea, make a card for a small child. I'm sure they would be overjoyed about it. Yes, now the yellow pops. It wasn't before because this like off-whitish tan paper that I used as my first layer, but now it will. I'm going to do, let's see. I want more torn edges. So I think maybe something like this. Possibly, perhaps. Or maybe I want it more attached to my photo, which I'm thinking I like a bit better. Thinking something like that, and then I don't know if I want to have a second torn edge or not. I'm kind of leaning toward yes. You can try it. I mean, 'cause we can always trim it straight if I'm not a fan. And I did tear it with the white showing on that one. Then we'll use this one over here for this paper. And I don't mind if the paper doesn't reach to the other side of the layer. Thank you for subscribing. I cannot even tell you how much I appreciate you guys. Like that. See how it doesn't hit the end and doesn't poke out the other side? I'm okay with that. And then now that I'm thinking about it, oh my gosh, look at how cute your little badge is. That's the first time I'm seeing it like in chat and everything. Oh my goodness, it's so cute. Cody, are you seeing it? Okay. Cody's obviously heard me talking about like, oh my gosh, look at this little badge and look at this little badge that I made and look at this one. I'm so excited for it. So he's known all of the behind the scenes stuff, so the excitement is real over here. Getting to see that on a person's next to a person's name. I'm feeling a little stumped. I like this. But I feel like the top is like chopped off weird. I feel like I need to add more to the top. I don't know. I can't decide. No, I don't want that. And I don't want this one ripped like that either. There's usually a point in my layering where I'm like not really sure where to go with it. And that's how I kind of know that it's time to stop. So I think I'm good with layers now on those photos. I'm going to add a bit of tissue paper in here somewhere to kind of soften things up and get rid of the harsh lines and edges. And I think that'll start pulling it together. So let me grab that really quick. Ooh, this pink tissue paper would be fun. Let's do that. There's like a shiny side to most tissue paper and then a matte side. And I switch up which side I use. So I'm leaning more to, and surprisingly, I know that it probably sounds crazy. You can tell the difference. Or maybe it's just because I've worked with tissue paper for so long that I can tell the difference. But one is like a more subtle, matte, sunken into the background type feel. And the other side pops a bit more. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Mandy, for subscribing. I have so many wonderful friends, you guys. Also, I'm working on this thing that will pop up on our screen right here. It'll say like in a little box like, yay, new subscriber, and then your name. And I really wanted to get that done for today's stream so that like we could see names popping up and we could all celebrate, but it hasn't happened yet, so make sure you come back for, I think I'm gonna stream on Tuesday next week. You guys are getting all sorts of inside peeks at things. I'm thinking I'm gonna stream Tuesday of next week, so be sure to pop in for that and we'll have that little thing going, so if anyone subscribes, we'll be able to have a little mini party going. This little section right here just happens to be the perfect size for one of my photos. So I'm taking advantage of that. And also fighting with this tissue paper. Ah, things are going downhill with the with the tissue paper. I'm just gonna add another layer and it'll fix it right up. There we go. You'll never even be able to tell. Another thing that may sound crazy. There are different qualities of tissue paper. And some tissue paper is like cheap and thin and rips really easily and doesn't cut well, and then some tissue paper is like luxurious and nice. I don't buy any tissue paper. I just save all the tissue paper that I get from gifts, or like, you know, you go to some stores. Actually, I think I bought something at a store and this came in the bag. And so I just save it from there, and you can always tell, like when you're playing with it, what type of tissue paper it is, and this is more of like a cheap tissue paper, which would make sense if I got it from a store because they have to buy a ton for all of their shoppers, but it rips so easily. I've never felt like more of like a odd tissue paper connoisseur than I just did when I was explaining that. Now I'm gonna do the other one. I'm kind of thinking I want to take advantage of this big rip right here and work that in somehow. So, yeah, see, I'm starting to get in my groove now. It only took me like, what time did we start here? 12. It only took me an hour. I'm thinking something like that. Then I can get the ripped edge. And then I'll just add another layer. And for the second layer, I want it to show on this side since it kind of lost some of the emphasis. So I'll just use this corner for that. Ah! It's not what I wanted to happen. There we go. I was just trying to rip that down a little so it didn't stand up quite so far above the rest of the layers. Yes, I'm liking it. So I'm going to go ahead and adhere those down. Okay. There we go. Cute. I like it. Let's see now, where do we want to go with that? Struggles, always struggling picking things up. That's kind of cute, but it covers up all of these fun layers that we worked so hard to get in there. Could put it behind. Again, just okay. Nothing spectacular. Hi, Elizabeth. Happy Easter. Let's play with this and see if this will help us go somewhere. I don't know. Over here. Kind of cute if I centered it a bit more. I think I like it there. I'm gonna temporarily put that there. Possibly might change it in a little bit. I'm gonna pull out these stickers and maybe look in this one more time. These are all really cute, but I don't feel like any of them go. Never opposed to a good layering moment with like a frame or something, but I'm not in love, so. Just put that back. There we go. The little settings wheel, a little like, what is it called? A gear. I think I'm gonna have to bust out some other die cuts because I'm feeling a little stumped. So let me grab the ones that we were playing with last time maybe and see if I can find something in there. Okay, I grabbed quite a few little things. So I grabbed this one that we were playing with the other day, but I remembered that a lot of those pieces were huge, and that was my complaint. So I also grabbed this pack from Citrus Twist. This was the I know that this was from the February kit. So we might be able to find something in here. And if not, then this is just filled with a bunch of random die cuts. Mix wood grains. What else? What else can I find in here? This is cute, and if I don't punch out the word magic, I could use it as a layering piece, which I am a fan of. Oh, bummer. Yeah. Sometimes if you're not on a strong, like, Wi-Fi connection or something, then just does not like it. This is cute. Matches the coral color that we were using a minute ago. I've used a lot of the pieces from that die cut pack already, so I'm thinking not much else in there. Whoa. Sorry, just shook everything. Let's see what we can find in here. Yeah, it's a confusing process, so the PDF I'm making is more of like a little infographic with step-by-step like visual instructions, because I know at least I am a visual person, so seeing it is a huge help. See what else we can find in here. And these are from like everywhere. A lot of them I remember where they're from, so if you do see one in particular and you're like, oh my gosh, I can't live without it, I most likely know where it came from. Ooh, I love this one. I've tried to use this on so many different layouts. Oh man, you spoil me. Honestly, I don't feel like I'm giving you guys my full attention today. My brain feels very distracted by nothing. Like, sometimes in the past, like, how long have we been streaming? An hour or so? I feel like I've spaced out and just, like, was thinking about nothing. It's just kind of staring at my paper. Maybe it's just one of those days. What's this one? Board. Oh, I was saying that I've tried to use this one on so many different things, and it just never ends up staying on the layout. I pull it out like I did with this one. Bye, I will talk to you later. I pulled it out. I always pull it out like I do with this one, and it never stays. It just never gets used. I don't know. That might be too much gold. I think I'm in a thing where I'm like kind of bored with my die cuts. I have a ton of them, but I'm just bored with them. I want something fresh and new to use. What have you guys been using recently? Have you gotten any new collections? Any specifically die cuts? Any like die cut packs or anything recently that you guys have been loving? This is another one I'm always trying to use. I pull it out and I'm like, oh my gosh, I love it so much. And then just doesn't stay. Oh, I was looking online at that Wolfpack collection. I like all the deep navies and grays in that collection. Although navies aren't really a color that I scrap with often. You know, I'm always appreciative of a good color combo. That's cute. No. What about that one? No. Oh, does it really? I didn't know the story behind that. Ooh, okay. So that one's the one that it seems the most popular with you guys right now. The other day, I know I showed it in my last stream. The other day, I printed out some of my Illustrated Faith print and pray goodies, and I printed them on clear sticker sheets and cut them out and like went to town in my journal, just sticking them everywhere. And it was so fun and just like refreshing and freeing, I guess you could call it. I've been dying to get my hands on a die cut pack that felt like that. Where when I go in with my layouts, I just like can't put enough on there because I'm in love with it all so much. Oh yeah, that's perfect for the redwoods. I love deep colors. That's probably why when I saw it, I was initially drawn to it. Just because I love deep colors and muted colors specifically, but again, not colors that show up a ton in my scrapbooking, so for me, didn't make sense. But I'm excited to see what you guys make with it because it is a good collection. These are all circles that I just punched out. So we're getting down to like the not as exciting. Oh, that's a cute one. Who's this from? Just says good times. Chipboard piece. What does this say? One's cute. Oh, I think these were all these chipboard pieces were from a citrus twist kit at some point, I think. Oh no, you know what they were? They were freckled fawn. Okay, let's see if we can make any of this stuff work on here. I love this XOXO, but it's so huge. Yeah, that's just too big for what I want this layout to be. So we'll pass on that one. I really like this this piece from the Citrus Twist die cut pack that I pulled out. It does say magic in the center, and you like pop out the little letters so that the word, so the background shows through the word. But I don't necessarily want the word to show at all. So I was kind of thinking of just leaving it in there and just using it as a layering piece for this top, like, notebook part. There we go. I like that. Oh, am I doing a 12 by 12? Wait, was that question for me? Wait, was the 12 by 12 question for me or was it for Caitlin? If it was for me, I'm doing 8.5 by 11. I also really want this little love thing to end up in there. I just don't know. Okay, I'm gonna skip on that word loved. Oh, okay, good. I'm glad. Yeah, I'm doing 8.5 by 11. This is my go-to size. 12 by 12 is usually my secondary size, but I've been having a rough time with the like squareness of it recently. Carolee, you're here and you subscribed. Thank you, my friend. I was having a hard time in recent layouts with the squareness of the 12 by 12 layouts, so I'm taking a tiny break from them, sticking with my comfort zone of 8.5 by 11. Then, you know, I go through phases, so I'm sure the 12 by 12s will be back. Happy Easter to you as well. Thank you for subscribing, Mel. Okay, let's see. I'm going to take a quick bathroom break, really quick. And then I'll be back to figure out where to put these die cuts. So, will be just 3 minutes. Okay, I am back, and I remembered to unmute myself this time, so I'm doing it. I'm getting there today, you guys. I really wanted to use these because they're cute, but it's bothering me that the yellows don't match up. One of them is like an orangish color. One of them is a yellow, so I think those are being eliminated. I'm definitely going to try to use this love thing somewhere. The word just doesn't really fit. So that one's getting eliminated. I really love the idea of like mixing the 2 different wood grain shades, I guess you could call them. So possibly that one. This one, again, I really love, and it matches really well, but like it's huge. And I know I could trim it down and just use pieces of it, but I don't even really know where I would want it to be if I was using it in that way, so we'll save that one for a different one as well. I'm still really loving this tag. That's a possibility. I'm also not opposed at all to things being upside down like that. Um, that doesn't bother me. I'm kind of liking that there. Kind of thinking I could just trim this black bar off. This isn't a die cut. This was just from a cut apart sheet from a Maggie Holmes collection like a million years ago. I don't really. I don't know where that sentence was going. I don't know. Ever start a sentence and just not really know if it's going anywhere? I had this weird crooked edge, so I'm just trying to straighten it a little tiny bit. I think that worked. That's cute. I'm gonna go ahead and add that there. Oh, and you know what I might do? If I can get it in there anywhere. I'm kind of thinking I might just cut it in half and try to find somewhere else for this little other half to go. For now, though, I'm going to adhere this on this side. Oh, yes. Anything you're creating that you want to share with us, the hashtag is right there, MIM Crafty Stream. You can use that on any social media that you use so that we can all see what you're making. Thanks for asking, Mel. Trying to put this bottom half in or behind a little bit more, but I did already adhere it and it's stuck to the tissue paper, so it's kind of causing a mess. There we go. That worked. I'm going to use some liquid adhesive for this title because I did stick it to paper and then pull it off a couple times in the last stream when I was trying to make it work. And so it has lost a tiny bit of its like stickiness. I'm just going to commit and adhere that with a little bit of a stronger adhesive than my tape runner. Much better. Thinking I can probably put this in over here somewhere. Now, how do we feel about that? I kind of like it. It breaks up like this huge green border. Show you guys up a little closer. I'm thinking I should adhere it there. It adds a little bit of detail and like interest to that side of things. I can lift it up, which I'm currently struggling with. Oh, sorry, that was my hand shaking as I was trying to squeeze this. It is making a mess everywhere. This again. Ah! Not how I wanted it to go. Okay, it's stuck there. That's where it's that's where it's staying. It looks good. I'm leaving it. I mean, not that I have much choice. It decided that it was staying there. Next, maybe a tag. It is cute. It's very cute. And if I didn't already adhere this with the world's strongest liquid adhesive, it may have been cute behind there a little bit. Oh, what a bummer. Happy Easter to you as well. The replay will be up on my Instagram channel within a 24-hour period. So, what did I say? Instagram. Thank you. It'll be up on my YouTube channel within a 24-hour period. So if you want to catch the replay. My brain is clearly struggling today. I think this would be cute down here, even though I don't have any other blue going on. Maybe. Feeling stumped. Maybe I need to add some stickers. Ooh. Look at you guys always having my back. That is correct. Blue from the shirt with the blue down there. I should put something else blue as well. That was a good catch. Look at you guys. Always seeing the things that I am not seeing. Ooh, look at this long sticker that says Happy Little Moments. I love that. And it's on a transparent background. So I'm kind of thinking I might do like a big cluster of words for, I mean, the You and Me will be my main title, but then I'm thinking right here it'll just be a big cluster of words. So I'm going to do this little chipboard piece, maybe some word strip stickers, and then the Happy Little Moments as like the second anchor piece to it. And I'm thinking I might, whoa. That's just part of the sticker paper. Thinking I might just adhere this down right here. I like that. With transparent stickers, I usually use my bone folder and just go over the sticker once I've put it on my background. It really helps melt the sticker into the background so you can't see the sticker paper at all. You just see whatever is printed on the sticker, which I love. I like that. I'm going to add that one. And maybe I'm gonna keep that one up here and maybe pull in some word strip stickers. Let's see. What time is it? I'm thinking now is gonna be a good time to say a quick note about this stream's sponsor. Go ahead and put that up right there. So today's sponsor is Retro Hip Magazine. If you're unfamiliar, Retro Hip Magazine is a bi-monthly crafty and lifestyle publication aimed at all types of crafters and makers. And they're determined to inspire creative makers and women who long for a throwback that meets them in the modern era. If you don't know, Andrea here, Retro Hip Mama, is the creator of Retro Hip Magazine. It is an incredible publication. Like, I cannot get enough of it. And every single time it is better than the last. She has graciously given us a code, MIMCrafty15, that you can use in her shop for 15% off a digital copy of the new spring issue, and I went ahead and put that there in the little chat with the code, her link to her website, and then also where you can follow them on Instagram to keep up with all of the goodness that's going on with Retro Hip Magazine. So thank you again to Retro Hip Magazine, and if you guys have any exciting things to say about them, let's chat about them now, because I know the spring issue just came out and people either have comments or questions, so let's talk about it. I did a sneak of a project that is in the magazine that I created on Instagram the other day. Ooh, I love it. Not only the like I'm talking about the layout. I love the layout. I love the magazine. There are a lot of features in it this issue, and she is moving to more frequent issues. If you didn't catch that Instagram live the other day, so I'm excited to start seeing even more from Retro Hip Magazine. I'm just reading through these word strip stickers, trying to figure out what I want to add to this little cluster right here. And in the spring issue, there may or may not be a coupon code for my shop in there, so getting all sorts of good deals. Ooh, I'm going to use this one. XOXOXO. Simple, to the point, describes this layout, and gives me another word strip sticker to add to this little cluster. I'm going to adhere this down before I change my mind. Ah! Air got trapped inside of there. There we go. I pulled off a few of the backing pieces of the chipboard, so I thinned it down just a little bit, and when I do that on some chipboard, it creates like this little dome bubbly thing that the glue gets trapped in if you don't push down and like get it fully adhered to the page, if that makes sense. So that's what was going on with this one, and I'm gonna adhere that one up there just because I need to commit or I never will. Again, peeling off a few layers to make it a tiny bit thinner. Oh, wait. Oh, there's more layers peeling off. Okay, so it's going to be really thin apparently. I'm fine with that. Ah! If you weren't here last stream, I think I mentioned it last stream. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I'm just... now that I think about it, I don't think I did mention it last stream. But I'm going to mention it now. I recently upgraded my lighting system, and the new system will be here on Tuesday, and I'm so excited. I am so excited. So if we do stream on Tuesday, fingers crossed it'll be with the new lights. And while you guys might not notice a difference, I think I will, because I use huge softbox like studio lights, and they are huge and they are everywhere. And I think Cody and I will probably be the most excited about these new lights taking up less space and being like nice and bright and crisp and a really true white no matter what the like day is outside, because I do have a window right here in front of me and that does affect the white balance. Still just looking through these stickers. I'm convinced there are other ones that I can add and like cluster around. And then I think I'm going to also do what I did last time and do some clusters of these little wood veneer hearts, because I just want to pull in more of that wood grain, wood veneer feeling. And maybe, now that I'm thinking about it, I might put this right here and use that as like my little date box to pull the wood grain over on this side. Oh. That, and then I am going to grab this stamp set. This is Calendar Circles from Kelly Purkey. And I'm going to stamp in a really light, where's my stamp block? In a really light gray, 1 and 2. And then I'm going to use those to document the dates of each photo. Sometimes I'm not concerned about the dates of the photo, I'm just documenting like the photos themselves. And then other times I really want to remember when the photos were taken. And so there are a ton of different ways you can do that. But if you have multiple photos on a layout from different days, it's really easy to either put the date that each photo was taken like underneath that specific photo, or do something like this where you do like a little numbering system basically. I am using this Prima Chalk Edger in Attic Dust. It's a really warm gray color. It's actually one of my favorite grays to stamp with, and I'm just trying to decide where exactly I want to stamp the numbers. I really want to do them like right here, but I don't know how that's going to turn out on all of those layers. We're going to give it a go. The worst thing that happens is that we have to cover it up, which I'm okay with. Well, okay. It's not the cutest, but let's try and put a 2 here and see if that ties them together or if it makes it look worse. Now I'm thinking I would have rather done, I'm changing my mind here. Okay, I'm not going to go with a subtle gray, I don't think. I am going to go with starting to second guess my own ideas. Okay. I have changed my mind completely on that. Instead, I'm going to put my dates in the order that the photos are shown. Let's find the dates for those really quick. April 4th and oh wait, maybe it wasn't April. Yeah, it was April 4th. Where's the other photo? Here it is. March 29th. I'm using Stays On, which recently I have a serious love-hate relationship with, and I just realized that this is not the date stamp that I want to use. I want to use this one, so 3/29. $2019. And the reason I want to use this one is because it will fill the entire space of the label. And then the other one was 4/4. I think I'll use a really fine tip pen, and again, this might be something I end up regretting. Do I want to do it or do I not? Yeah. Okay, this pen is apparently dead, which is sad. Let's see. Here's another 0.1. It's getting there. It does need some more. I just don't know more of what. Let's try these little wood veneer hearts. And I really wanted to cover that word magic so that it wasn't showing as much. From far away, you can't really tell, but up close, it's pretty obvious that that's what it says, and I do want to cover that, I think. Thinking something like that. I'm not crazy about this little L thing I have going on right here. I think I'm going to take 2 of those away and then replace them with some of these rubber hearts that I have. Little guys right here. Not really tiny ones. That, and yeah, that's a lot better. Those little rubber heart charms are from Felicity Jane. Kind of thinking I want something. Maybe I don't want that one down there. Maybe I just want. I can't decide. I know I want something down here. I just don't know if I want a heart or not. Let's see what else we have in here. Could do a word. Instead of that, we could do something like that, maybe. It's kind of bold. It stands out a bit more than I wanted it to. Here's one that's in like a navy. It's not bad. If I put this here. I think I'm gonna keep this. It does pull in the blue. See if I have any other blue-ish pieces that would work. I do kind of like this little thing. Oh, you know, this would be really good to cover up that thing that I put there that I ended up not liking. Yeah, that's gonna work well for that. And then I'm thinking, let's see what else. Hi, Larissa. Happy you were able to make it. Thinking I'm gonna go with this for now. And then still trying to figure out what I can cover that with. Let's go ahead and adhere all of this down. It's stuck where it needs to go. That way I can't change my mind, because we all know I change my mind so much. Oh, geez. Stuck to my hand. There we go. Okay. Coming along. It's getting there. I feel like with each little thing that I add, it feels more and more like it's turning into a layout and not just a mess of stuff glued together, which is how it was feeling there for a minute. I'm gonna hold down for a sec because it is on all those layers. I feel like it's having a hard time sticking. There we go. And that covered the funky circle from the number that I initially stamped. Go. I would be normally, except I don't want magic to be there at all. So if magic was something that I did want, I would actually punch out the letters so that the green would show through. And I agree, if I outlined the letters, it would match the you and me a lot more. But I'm trying to find something to put over it that'll cover the word magic. I just don't feel like it really suits the layout, so I don't want that word there at all. But I do want like the top detail and the text detail from that piece. And I got distracted because I just realized I never adhered it. I just kind of stuck it there and then left it. So I'm gonna add some glue really quick so that it doesn't move. There we go. Yeah, but if I was going with the word magic, that would have been a great idea. Because you're right, it would tie it right in with the you and me. And I really did want to use this. Ooh, washi tape. That's a good idea. I am trying to use washi more in my projects. And I think I'll put this Love This up here. Feeling like it's a little empty. Needs a little something. Ah! Losing everything. Needs a little something up there. I'm gonna put that right there. I'm going to grab my tiny attacher. Add one there, and then I'm gonna kind of just start. Oh, okay, I'm gonna do something here. I want some staples on the layout, but my tiny attacher won't reach that far, so I'm just gonna peel some things up, add some staples, and then put them back down. And on this side, I think I will just go ahead and staple the label. There is an easy way to, actually, do I want? Yeah, I do want something on this side. I'm thinking the label would be good, although it would be cute to staple right there, which is actually what I think I'm gonna do. So if you have a piercing mat, the easiest way is just to put that underneath and then open up your tiny attacher. It's gonna look really funny. Close that down so you still have your handle, and then put it where you want it. Head might end up in there. Sorry. Thinking right there. And then push so it staples. And then you can grab your bone folder and push the staple pieces down on the other side, the little arms. And that's an easy way to use your tiny attacher on any spot of your layout, no matter how far in it is. Right, now let's go ahead and see. I have all of these washi tapes from the Flourish collection right here next to me. So one of those might work. Maybe I'm thinking about doing two things. Like I'll do a strip and then I'll do like one layered over it. Give it a little more detail and to make it look intentional. So what other washis we have around here? Yeah, pink would match. There's one in particular that I'm looking for, actually. I know it's on one of these. So the color of my shirt is the same color as this like coral that I've been using. And I could do that, but it must be on this one. I'm sorry, I'm like distracted. There it is. This grid. Because I want to do 2 layers and I don't want them to be so distracting that they take away from that that die cut completely. So I think I'm just going to keep it simple and go with, let's see, let me see if I can lift this. Sorry, I'm quiet because I'm focusing. I'm trying to not lose the text from it. And it'll show through this washi without the letters showing through. Yeah, it's like a pinkish coral. I think in different lighting it looks like different colors. In person it's more pink than it is in the photo. In the photo it's more coral. The only reason I don't want to pull in another pink is just because I really want to try to pull in this navy that I hardly have any of. And because I know that this is going to sound crazy. I'm not a huge fan of my layouts being 100% matched to my photos. I know that sounds weird because like that's how most people scrapbook, is like matching their embellishments and stuff to their photos. But it feels unnatural for me to do that. So I'm thinking I'm gonna go with something that'll pull the blue in, even though I know the blue is in his shirt. I'm not doing it for his shirt. I'm doing it for this piece mainly because this one kind of blended because it was so close. And this one kind of feels like it's floating out there in the middle of nowhere, just like some random blue. Does that make sense? But trying to find... And I just realized I have two of the same washi on this thing. I don't use a ton of navy, which is probably what... I don't think I have any navy washi at all, so scratch that idea. I have like this bright blue that is a bit too bright. Then I have this bright blue, which is also like a bright royal blue, so a little too bright. I think I'm gonna go with... Actually, before I even get that far, I want to throw another piece of this washi somewhere to tie it all together. So I'm thinking right underneath this photo right here. Need my tweezers. My nails are not long enough on my thumbs to get that. There we go. Nice and subtle. I think this one is too long and it's bothering me. Yeah, I'm gonna trim it up like that, much better. No, that's too blue. I think I'm gonna go with wood veneer. Whoa. This is... Yeah, that one's black. This one has navy in it. Might look good. But it's gonna be a competing floral. Kind of bold. Agreed. Wood veneer can never... Or wood... I guess this would not be wood veneer. This would be wood grain, I guess. Always a good idea. And still subtle, so it's not too distracting. There we go. Very nice. Ah. Trying to do layering after all of the layering has already been done, and it is difficult, but it can be done. There we go. Yeah, I like it. I do feel like this area right here is a bit naked, but once I add my border, I think it'll get better. So I'm gonna do that. And I think I've got it, you guys. I'm gonna do a navy border. Live life on the edge. Do a navy border here. I like it, actually. I like it a lot. There we go. Do our little marks. Turning out pretty good, actually. I think 3 is actually good for this layout. Sometimes it needs 4 to balance, but I think 3 is good. And then gold splatters, of course, to pull in the gold from the background, because that's really the only gold that we have going on the layout, so I feel like I need to add a bit more. So I'm going to shake my Heidi Swapp Color Shine for like a million years so it doesn't leave oil rings. I was trying to see what this one says. It says, "Forever is made of moments like this. You are loved." What does this one say? "Grow your own joy." I haven't used this one yet, so I wasn't sure what exactly the phrases were on there. Let me grab a piece of scratch paper that I know I have around here somewhere. Here we go. To protect the desk from the gold craft mist. There's one. Do the other over here. I do like it on my photo, but sometimes if it gets like too close to your face, it starts to look not like craft mist and just looks like a funky dot on your photo. So luckily with photo paper, if you don't use matte photo paper, if you use slick photo paper, you can wipe it off really quick. That up there, and then I'm thinking I'm going to concentrate the third right here. All right, now let's see whatever is missing, and then we can add that for like a finishing touch. Thinking maybe a little bit of stamp. A few stamps. A little bit of stamp. Oh my goodness. I'm going to use my Everyday Things stamp set. This is from my shop. I'm going to use my person, which as you can tell is one of my most used. It's a very easy way to like show your love for someone without being all feelingsy. So if you don't like feelings, you could just stamp my person on something and I feel like it takes care of it. Like, oh, I get it. She's being sentimental. And do that right there to give a little something to that area. And then I want one more stamp, something small to put like right in here. I'm thinking I'm going to do, let's see, what am I going to do? I'm going to use the word recorded. I use documented a lot, but I feel like switching it up and using recorded. Yeah. I'm all about the documenting memories without feelings. And little word stamps like this make that easy. There we go. I think it might be a finished layout, guys. What do you think? I don't really see anything else that I feel like I need to add, even though I'm really wanting to add this little like word strip roller doodad that I used at the last layout in the last stream. But I don't know where on here it would pop really nicely against the wood grain, but I feel like that would just kind of clutter it when it's already at a place where it feels complete. So I'm gonna give you guys a close-up. I'm gonna turn off autofocus, and you know that probably will make the camera go crazy, so just be prepared. Only way you'll be able to see the details. There we go. And I'll hold it down a little bit so you guys can see it as a whole. And then I'm just going to turn off the autofocus so that it does not give you a headache. Alrighty, friends. I was contemplating continuing and doing some work in my Lister's Got a List notebook, but I'm thinking I need a little crafty break, rest my brain, drink some water, kind of just veg for a few minutes, and then maybe eventually jump back into crafting. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up this stream. If you guys are not already, make sure you follow along on Instagram and Twitter. That's where I announce the weekly stream schedules, and later today I will be announcing this coming week's stream schedules, the day schedule, the days and the times. You can also join my Facebook group. There's a link to it in my Instagram bio. That's where most of like my freebies and things like that are shared. What else? If you're not already following along here on Twitch, make sure you do so. It does help my channel, but it also helps reach a wider audience so that other people can find us and join our little crafty community here. And then a very exciting subscriptions are now available, so keep an eye out on Instagram tomorrow for more information on that. And I think that's about it, you guys. I just want to say one more thank you to our stream sponsor, RetroHip Magazine. Make sure you use the code MIMCraftyStream at retrohipshop.com to get 15% off of your digital spring issue. The coupon code does expire tomorrow at midnight or 11:59 Pacific time, so make sure you go grab that if you're planning on it. Other than that, you guys, I cannot wait for the next stream already. I'm so excited. So many new people were here that have been wanting to join. Yes, Mel, you've been wanting to catch one, and I was so excited to see you guys here, all of my friends. It was so fun crafting with you, and I'm already looking forward to, I think it's going to be on Tuesday, guys. I'm already looking forward to our next stream, which I will let you know later today what day for sure. And until then, I am going to go stalk you guys on Instagram and see what you have been creating during this last 2 hours. So make sure you're sharing with our hashtag MIMCraftyStream. Alrighty, guys. Thanks so much. I'll talk to you later. Bye.